Welcome back, everybody. We're going to talk about the circulatory system. The circulatory system, we'll talk about the job of the circulatory system, the parts of the circulatory system, the heart, blood, the different blood types, blood vessels and transport, blood flow through the heart, blood flow through the body, oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange, and circulation back to the heart. The job of the circulatory system, it moves blood throughout the body to supply nutrients. It transports oxygen, O2, and carbon dioxide, CO2, to and from the tissues of the body. Another name for the circulatory system is cardiovascular system. Let's talk about the parts of the circulatory system. You have the heart, which is the pumping station, the blood, which carries the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. You have the blood vessels, which arteries, veins, and capillaries. Let's talk about the heart. A heart is a four-chambered heart. The tops are called atriums, and the bottoms are called ventricles. At rest, your heart pumps 5 quarts of blood per minute. When exerted, it can pump up to 40 quarts of blood per minute. That means exerted means like when you're running. Let's talk about the blood. The blood's made up of different parts. You have the plasma, which is a yellow liquid. It's about 90% water, 10% solids, antibodies, hormones, vitamins, enzymes, or salts. Then you have cellular material, red blood cells. They carry oxygen to tissues. White blood cells, they help fight disease. Platelets, they clot blood to prevent blood loss. There's different types of blood types. Blood type is a way to describe the type of antigens or proteins on the surface of the blood cells. The immune system is the body's protection against invaders. It can identify antigens as self or non-self. To get a blood transfusion safely, a person's immune system must recognize the donor cells as a match to his or her own cells. If a match isn't recognized, the cells are rejected. So this little video talks more about blood types. Why are there different blood types? So let's talk about the different blood types. There are two main blood grouping systems. They are the ABO and the RH. The ABO system, determined by the presence or absence of two antigens, A and B, on the surface of the blood cells. Type A, this blood type has a marker known as A. Type B, this blood type has a marker known as B. AB has both of the A and B markers, and type O, this blood type, doesn't have either one of the A or B markers. Then you have the RH factor. Determine if the presence of a rhesus protein. If it is there, it's positive. If it's not there, then it'll be considered negative. Then we talk about the blood vessels and transport. You have the veins, which carry blood into the heart. And you can see the IN for in, and you have veins, which is IN. You have arteries, A, away from the heart. Then you have capillaries, carries blood to and away from smaller areas of the body. And the wall is only one cell thick. So when you look at a picture of the heart, you have the atriums and the ventricles. Blood flows in to the atrium, and you'll notice that it's like purplish or bluish. That's going to show you that it doesn't have a lot of oxygen. It's coming from the body. It goes in the atrium down to the ventricle. Then it travels out to the lungs to go get its fresh oxygen. When it comes back from the lung, it comes back into this atrium here, and then you'll notice it's red because it got fresh oxygen when it was there, and it dropped off the carbon dioxide, and it comes down into the ventricle and then out to the rest of the body. Blood flow to the body. Oxygen-rich blood leaves the heart and travels through arteries because arteries go away. In the capillaries, the oxygen and food is given to blood cells. The blood finally travels back through the veins to the heart to pick up oxygen. Arteries from heart, veins are going back to the heart. There's little capillaries at the end. So oxygen and CO2 exchange in capillaries. The oxygen the blood cells are carrying is given to the body's tissues. So you have oxygen-rich blood trying to go to the tissue. And the CO2, the waste product from the tissue, is given to the same blood cell to be exhaled. Over here, that tissue is giving away oxygen-poor blood cells, which would be your carbon dioxide. So with that circulation, capillaries carry the blood to the heart. These venules that connect to the veins, wide blood vessels, carry the oxygen-poor blood back to the heart. And the process begins all over again. And that's why your heart pumps, to get things moving. All right, and that is the end of this presentation.